Audi Concept C 2025. Sports car enthusiasts have grown weary of overwrought designs cluttered with unnecessary styling cues and aggressive angles that scream for attention. Traditional sports cars often sacrifice elegance for visual aggression, creating vehicles that feel more like automotive peacocks than purposeful machines. The result leaves drivers torn between wanting performance and craving sophistication. Most two-seat roadsters force this compromise, offering either brutal aesthetics with track-focused capability or refined luxury without genuine sporting character. Audi's new Concept C eliminates this false choice entirely. The all-electric two-seat roadster demonstrates how radical simplicity can create more emotional impact than traditional automotive excess. Rather than adding more design elements, Audi stripped away everything non-essential to reveal the pure essence of sports car architecture. The concept represents a fundamental shift toward what the company calls athletic minimalism. Every surface, every line, and every proportion serves both functional and emotional purposes. Most profoundly, the Concept C proves that sports cars don't need visual aggression to communicate performance capability. The vertical frame breakthrough and proportional liberation. The most striking element of the Concept C centers on its revolutionary vertical frame that forms the new Audi face. This bold departure from traditional automotive design language creates immediate visual impact while maintaining sophisticated restraint. This bold architectural choice replaces the traditional horizontal grille with an upright, monolithic structure that commands presence without aggression. The vertical frame draws inspiration from two pivotal moments in Audi's history: the 1936 Auto Union Type C race car and the third-generation A6 from 2004. However, this represents a progressive interpretation that integrates forward-looking technology within a timeless form. The frame serves as the visual anchor from which the entire vehicle's structural volume develops organically. Unlike traditional sports cars that rely on multiple design themes competing for attention, the Concept C allows this singular element to establish the car's identity. The vertical orientation creates an immediate sense of authority and presence, while the clean integration of the four-ring logo maintains brand recognition without overwhelming the design's purity. What makes this approach particularly brilliant is how the frame eliminates the need for aggressive air intakes or dramatic splitters common in sports car design. The electric powertrain removes functional requirements for large cooling apertures, allowing designers to focus purely on creating an emotionally resonant face. The Concept C's striking proportions result directly from its central battery layout, which fundamentally changes how designers can approach sports car architecture. This electric foundation liberates the design team from traditional constraints in unprecedented ways. Traditional internal combustion sports cars must accommodate large engines, transmission tunnels, and complex cooling systems that dictate interior and exterior proportions. The electric platform liberates designers from these constraints, allowing for more dramatic and purposeful proportions. The low-slung profile emphasizes the car's wide stance without appearing aggressive or overwrought. Clean surfaces and horizontal slats at the rear underscore the vehicle's sporting character through subtle visual cues rather than dramatic aerodynamic elements. A strong shoulder line defines the volume of the two-seat sports car. The cabin extends far back and sits firmly on the body, creating visual drama through architecture rather than applied styling elements. Hardtop innovation and light signature identity. The Concept C introduces an electrically retractable hardtop system that represents a first for any Audi Roadster. This technology addresses fundamental challenges that have plagued convertible design for decades. Traditional convertible designs sacrifice structural integrity and visual cohesion when the roof retracts, often creating awkward proportions and compromised lines. Audi's engineers solved this fundamental challenge by designing a two-element roof system that maintains the car's monolithic silhouette whether raised or lowered. The roof concept offers the benefits of a convertible while retaining the essence of a monolithic body style. The Concept C's roof system ensures the car maintains its intended proportions in both configurations. The cabin extends far back and sits firmly integrated with the body, creating a seamless transition regardless of roof position. When lowered, The roof elements disappear without leaving visual gaps or disrupting the car's fundamental architecture. The system enables drivers to experience open-air driving while maintaining the vehicle's core design integrity. The concept also introduces a new 4-element light signature that will define Audi's visual identity moving forward. This lighting innovation represents a complete departure from current automotive lighting trends while establishing a distinctly Audi aesthetic language. Each headlight and rear light features 4 horizontally arranged elements that create unmistakable presence during both day and night driving. This design element will define Audi's visual identity during both day and night, ensuring an unmistakable presence on the road. The light signature serves multiple purposes simultaneously. It provides distinctive brand recognition and creates emotional connection through its precise execution. The horizontal arrangement emphasizes the car's wide stance while the 4-element configuration references Audi's 4-ring heritage without literal interpretation. Interior architecture, the vertical to horizontal design translation. The Concept C's interior demonstrates the most sophisticated design discovery in the entire concept: how to carry an exterior design philosophy into the interior through architectural translation rather than literal repetition. This approach solves one of automotive design's most persistent challenges with remarkable elegance. The interior features strong architectural surfaces and clear geometric forms that ensure space for both occupants while subtly placing the driver at the center. The dashboard architecture mirrors the exterior's vertical frame concept through its own monolithic horizontal element that spans the entire width of the cabin. This creates a visual bridge between the exterior's bold vertical statement and the interior's human-centered horizontal plane. The seats reveal sophisticated sculpting that creates visual interest while maintaining the overall design restraint. This represents material hierarchy as emotional storytelling. The exterior's titanium body color against black frame becomes the interior's natural fabrics against precision aluminum. The consistency of this approach creates depth that most luxury interiors achieve only through excessive ornamentation. The exterior is presented in the color titanium. It evokes warm, technical elegance and is inspired by the luster of its namesake metal. This titanium inspiration carries through to the interior's color palette, which exhibits tone-on-tone harmony. Natural materials create a refined, warm, and elevated environment that contrasts beautifully with technical precision elements. Rather than eliminating controls entirely, Audi demonstrates thoughtful selection of tactile interactions. Physical controls manufactured from anodized aluminum provide a tactile experience that reflects mechanical quality through their appearance, feel, and the unmistakable Audi click. The steering wheel forms the core of the refined tactile experience. Its characteristics include the round shape, the sophisticated haptic elements, and the Audi rings made out of real metal in the center, all crafted with the utmost technical precision. The dashboard presents a study in horizontal layering that contrasts beautifully with the exterior's vertical emphasis. Every material contributes to the pure and sophisticated atmosphere of the interior. This approach demonstrates how the same restraint principles work across different orientations and scales. The 10.4-inch foldable center display provides users with relevant information in an intuitive way and in context, tailored to every situation. Together with the haptic controls on the steering wheel and center console, the design achieves clarity and precision in user interaction. The controls are exactly where they are expected to be. The center console features a distinctive cylindrical aluminum element that exemplifies functional minimalism. Its machined surfaces and precise tolerances showcase technical craftsmanship while housing essential controls. Sophisticated design continuity reveals itself through subtle details. The seat backs feature ribbing that references the horizontal slats seen at the rear of the vehicle, creating visual connections across the entire vehicle. The space demonstrates Audi's high-tech philosophy perfectly. Technology enables progress. It is always close by, yet never dominant. Intelligent technologies create a seamless experience that appeals to all senses. The display and operating concept are aligned with this philosophy. The restraint extends to the ambient lighting system. Indirect ambient lighting with natural hues accurately reveals the materials and enhances the interior design's evident solidity. 3 design elements that absolutely captivate me. The cylindrical center console element. I have to be honest. This single piece makes me giddy as a designer. The precision and attention to detail evident in this one component represents everything I love about thoughtful automotive design. Look at those machined surfaces and the way it rises from the center tunnel like a piece of automotive jewelry. It's not trying to be anything other than what it is, a beautifully crafted functional element that happens to be gorgeous. The tolerances are so tight you can practically feel the precision just by looking at it. This is what happens when engineers and designers stop compromising with each other and start collaborating. It reminds me why I fell in love with automotive design in the first place. That moment when pure function becomes pure beauty. That ribbed seat back detail. This might seem like a small thing, but it's genius in its subtlety. The sophistication required to create these kinds of visual connections across an entire vehicle demonstrates master-level design thinking. The way those ribs echo the rear exterior slats without being obvious about it? That's the kind of design thinking that separates the masters from the amateurs. It's like discovering a hidden musical theme that runs through an entire symphony. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. The fact that most people will never consciously notice this connection makes it even more beautiful to me. It's designed for designers, but it still works for everyone else on a subconscious level. The steering wheel's absolute perfection. Forget every overstyled, button-laden steering wheel you've ever seen. This wheel represents a return to fundamental principles that the industry has largely abandoned. This wheel gets back to the fundamental truth of what a steering wheel should be: perfectly round, perfectly weighted, perfectly simple. Those machined aluminum spokes aren't trying to look like anything other than precision crafted aluminum. The real metal Audi rings in the center feel substantial in a way that plastic badges never could. When I see this wheel, I want to hold it. I want to feel that Audi click they talk about. This is how you honor the most important interface between human and machine. You approach it with respect, restraint, and absolute commitment to quality. Design philosophy that redefines automotive luxury. The Concept C represents more than a single concept vehicle. It establishes the foundation for Audi's new design philosophy moving forward. This shift represents one of the most significant changes in automotive design thinking in recent decades. Going forward, Audi will focus on what matters most: an unmistakable combination of clarity, technicality, intelligence, and emotion. The Concept C marks the beginning of a new design philosophy and thus a defining moment for the four rings. It previews a future production model and will shape further models beyond that. The concept demonstrates how minimalist design can create stronger emotional connections than traditional automotive access. High-quality materials demonstrate precision in every detail. A minimalist design ensures the interior is free from distractions. The concept embodies athletic minimalism with a purity of form, precision, and solidity. Tension is created by the interplay of full and restrained surfaces intersected by a single line. Together, these elements define the essence of the architecture. The interior execution particularly showcases this philosophy, where carefully chosen materials and textures create richness through quality rather than quantity. This design philosophy addresses a fundamental shift in automotive culture, where owners increasingly value thoughtful design over ostentatious display. The concept suggests that automotive design has reached a new level of maturity and confidence, where emotional impact comes through purity of form rather than visual complexity. Most significantly, the Concept C establishes new standards for automotive luxury through architectural clarity rather than decorative excess. This approach creates spaces and forms that feel both cutting-edge and timeless, pointing toward a future where automotive design prioritizes lasting appeal over momentary visual impact.